Good morning. It's day 3 of the daily energy exercises with Donna Eden, or created by Donna Eden. And today I want to focus on centering and clearing and grounding, and to include some exercises that are stress reducers, and that if you've been doing the daily exercise routine and you are not feeling like it's doing the job, it doesn't feel like it's moving energy enough, then we're going to do some homolateral crossovers, and work on something that's called the cross crawl to help increase the productivity of those exercises. But of course, we're going to start with the daily exercise routine, and then I'll go into detail on those other exercises. Today I'm going to start sitting so that you can see the difference between how they're done when you're seated and when you're standing. And this can also be done when you're lying down. So if you've had surgery or you're not well and you're in bed, you can do these daily exercises in bed. You don't have to be standing or sitting, but I'm going to do it seated today so that you can see what that's like. So starting out, the first thing we're going to do is the I forget the names of everything. The crossover shoulder pull. So grabbing the shoulders, not gently, really giving it a good deep push and massage, pushing your fingers into your shoulders, drag it across the body to the hip. And again on the other side. I tried this laying down, and it is really quite easy to do these exercises when you're lying down. So if you're recovering from illness or surgery, this is definitely doable. Okay, 3 or 4 times, and then moving into under the cheekbones, and we start doing the 4 taps. And remembering that this is also good for grounding. When tapping your cheekbones is a way to ground yourself. And then go to K12, the collarbone, and the soft spot down right in the corner here, and tap K27. I called it K12, it's K27. And then go into the thymus. And remember, these are acupressure and acupuncture points, and to make sure that we get the right point, using several fingers is the way to do it. And then to the thymus, just underneath of the breast to the sides, and you make pads with your fingers. Okay, those were the 4 thumps. So we have cheekbones, K27, thymus, spleen. Okay, after that we have the cross crawl. Now usually I've done this standing, but you can do this sitting and laying down. You can see that if you were laying down, you could do this laying down. And you're just crossing your energies over here. Hitting the opposite arm to opposite knee. Or it can be your leg. It doesn't matter if it's your knee or your leg or your foot or your thigh or whatever it is, but it's a crossing over of the energy. Okay, the next one is the Wayne Cook's posture. So the first video I did, we did it seated, and I'll do it seated again. The second one, I did it standing, and that's when we crossed over our hands. And if you're lying in bed, they both can be done easily enough. So you can imagine lying on your back and crossing one leg over your knee, and taking the same arm as the standing leg or the straight leg if you're lying down, not the crossed over leg. That goes on the ankle, and then the same leg that's crossed over, that arm goes under the foot. So this is the Wayne Cook's posture. And as you take an inhale, you lift your chest up, stretch up, and on exhale, then you can collapse or relax. Okay, we do 4 deep breaths. 1. 1 more. Okay, and then switch. So the leg that is your standing leg, or the leg that's straight, is the leg that crosses over the ankle, and the same leg that is crossed over the knee, that hand goes under the foot. And then again, 4 deep breaths, stretching up on the inhale. I hear the frogs have joined me. The birds and the frogs are all out here doing this with us. If we were lying in bed and we were doing the Wayne Cook's posture, if we didn't want or couldn't easily put our knee up over our leg, there was pain there or something, you can cross your feet over, cross them at the ankles, and then cross your hands. And then when you breathe, even when you're lying down, you still would want to stretch your chest. On your bed, you would lift your chest up on the inhale and then relax on the exhale. And then you would change feet, cross the other foot, cross the other hand, and do the same thing. I have a dear friend that is having surgery today, and I have her in my heart, and I know many others do too. And I'm thinking that when she comes home to recover, I hope that she might take advantage of some of these exercises to speed her recovery. Okay, the next one is the crown pull. And for this one, I'd like to take my glasses off and my earpiece out, because you go across your skull for this. So place your hands with your fingertips all together, and you create a crown. And you put this crown where your thumbs touch between your eyebrows, right around where your third eye is, or your 6th chakra. And when you take the deep breath, you bring your chest up like we did with the Wayne Cook's posture, and release on the exhale. 4 deep breaths. Now you collapse your fingers tips to your forehead where your thumbs would be up, but you tuck your thumbs under, and you press your fingers into the center of your forehead, and you pull the fingers across the forehead to the temples, and then shake them out to release that energy. Then go back to where you left off. And you're going to do this movement not all the way to the temples. You only need to do it a couple of inches after this. But what you're doing is it's like opening your skull to let the light in, because this is your crown chakra. And so you're opening your skull, opening your head, so that the light can get into your head. And I'm not talking about light like the sun. I'm talking about light like cosmic light, the light of Mother, Father, Universe. Go all the way down your neck. Oh, get into your neck. That feels so good for me. I have had troubles with headaches for many years, and this is really great for that. Go down into your lower neck, and then when you get to your shoulders, grab your shoulders and just hang. This just feels so good to me. And come across to your heart. Okay. Now we're going to do the zip up and the lock up. And the zip up protects your energy field all the way around. So you start with your first chakra, your root chakra, and just put your hands there and draw up the center of your body, underneath your neck, your chin, and go to your lower lip. And right here, you can lock it and then release the energy. And these hearts are something I'll tell you about at another time, but this is a wonderful way to heal your aura. And then, and with intention, say that this goes to the back of your aura. Just see it going to the sides and the front and the sides and to the back of your aura. And you can do them small, and you can do them bigger, and you can really get into it. And you can also give them to somebody else. If you have somebody else in your heart, someone that you love, that you care for, you want to heal a relationship, you send this to them. Make hearts and send the energy to your loved one. Okay, now we do the zip up, and then we do the hook up. The hook up, you put one thumb just underneath of the navel and one thumb at the third eye or sixth chakra, and you push in and pull up. Push in and pull up, and just hold that. Breathe. And there you go. So we're all set now. Great. All right. Now for some, we're talking about holding the main neurovascular reflex points on the forehead. Okay. Let's see. I got to take a look at this because I forgot about how this exactly works. I'll just read what it says, what I wrote. Place both hands, oh yeah, I remember now. You put both hands with the fingertips on your forehead, but you just lay them there, where before we dug them in and we pulled them across. Here, you're just, actually you do it over your eyes. You put your fingertips together and place your hands over your eyes. Let me see what else happens after that, because I think you do something after that. I wrote down that this is very good for stress, and you can hold it for 5 to 10 minutes if you have a lot of stress. If you have average stress, you hold it for 3 minutes. And you can do this to another person. They would be seated, and you go behind them and you put your hands on them, and you wait until you can feel the pulse from their body in your fingertips. And when you feel their pulse, then you know that that energy is coming out, that stress is coming out. But for yourself, one of these stress reducers is just to hold it here. And just try it. We won't do it for very long, but so that you know how it works for stress. Make sure you breathe. Oh yeah, this is one stress reducer for the neurovascular reflex points. The other one, this one is very good for stress reducer, and it's also good for headaches. And that would be to put your hand, palm and fingers on your forehead, and then put the other hand in the back of your head. You can even go higher. I like it down by my neck because that tends to be where my headaches come from. But you know, sometimes the headache is a little bit higher. And if it's stress, then you probably would more want it to be right in line with each other, the one hand here and the one hand here. So whether it's stress or pain, this is good for that. And you just hold that. and breathe into it. So again, this is for stress and for pain, headache pain in particular. Okay. Let's see, what's the other one. Oh, shoot, I forgot about the thumbs. I was telling you about your hands that go over your eyes. I forgot to tell you about the thumbs. So include that your thumbs actually go in your temples. So you put your thumbs gently, it's not a push, and then you place your fingers over your eyes. So I forgot about that part. Include your thumbs on that exercise. Oh, this is a good one. This is called the blowout. I used this for the first time just the other day. If you have energy that has come to you from someone else, or someone else has brought energy up inside of you that has made you angry or resentful or hostile in any way, and you don't want to have those feelings, that you don't feel like they're good for you for any particular reason. I mean, anger is not always bad, but sometimes it's not healthy. In fact, probably most of the time it's not. So you do this, what's called the blowout. And let's see how you start your hand. First, you're supposed to rub your hands together, and you make fists, and you stretch your arms in front. I thought they went up. Let me make sure I got this right. Rub your hands together and shake them out. Make fists, stretch your arms out in front. Drop arms and fists down, circle above. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember now. Okay, so you're putting your hands like this in fists, and you have in your mind your intention of what is it that you want to blow out of your system. What is it that has upset you, and then push it down and shake out your hands. Then bring your hands up, make fists, and again with intention, breathe out, look down, and shake it out. Arms come up, have it in your mind what it is you're getting rid of, push it down and shake it out. It's called the blowout. Rid yourself of negative energy. I wanted to show you about the homolateral crossover. This is if the daily energy routine is not doing as much as you would like it to do. Like your energies may be more crossed than, or not crossed exactly. You want to have crossed energy. That's why we do these crossovers and figure eights and all that kind of stuff, is to cross your energy. But your energy may be more parallel, and your body has a habit of making your energy parallel. So in order to enhance the exercises and to get a body pattern that crosses the energy, then this is what this is for. It's called the homolateral crossover. You can do it sitting or standing. And the first thing you do is, this is what for those who have the problem of their energy not being crossing over, is to be in this lateral. This is the energy pattern that your body is accustomed to. So you do what your body is accustomed to. And then after you've done this pattern and your body knows, okay, yeah, this is what I do, then you're going, well, we're going to do something different. And then you start crossing it. And you're supposed to do this 10 or 12 times so that your body begins to develop a new pattern. The deal with patterns in our body, though, is that it has to be done daily. In fact, if you are someone that has difficulties with your energy, and you probably don't know if your energies are not crossing or not, there are energy tests, but I can't do that with you unless you're here. But if the daily exercise is not enhancing your energy level, and you don't feel like it's being effective, it could be that you need more attention to making your energy cross. So this homolateral crossover is what you do. And to remind you once again, is that your body is more accustomed to being in this lateral energy. So you go into what it's accustomed to, and then you give it something different and cross over the energy. And like I said, you don't have to hit your knee. You can do it any way you want. You can go around in circles. You can do figure eights. Whatever you do, you want to make sure that you cross it over. And you do it 10 or 12 times, and you might want to do it 2 or 3 times a day. If you are tired, you have low energy, and you want your energy to cross over all over your body, this is what it's for. So tired, low energy, depressed, you just don't feel good. This is what you do to try to get that better. This homolateral is also useful for healing and recuperating from illness. The cross crawl must be repeated daily to create new patterns until you're well. Okay, so that's it. Before I let you go, to piggyback with the cross crawl and the homolateral, is that figure eights, big figure eights, all over to your sides, floor, up above you, behind you, little tiny ones. In fact, the little tiny ones are like fairies. And you can include sparkles because sparkles are good. Sparkles and little tiny figure eights, and put them all over your aura, all over your energy field. But this is all crossing over. Cross over, figure eights. Woohoo! Have fun. Namaste, my loves.